Shekara ɗayan Dauda, shekara ɗayan Dauda. Mai farin jini kaɗara garo-garo ɗan kwaya. Shekara ɗaya ta buge shekara hudun dodo.
Mai farin jini kaɗara garo-garo ɗan kwaya.
Shekara ɗaya ta buge shekara hudun dodo. Oh yo ga mai farin jini. Yo ga mai farin jini. Mai farin jini kafin mai farin jini. Kayan mun gani, mun ji mun gani. Gashi ya iso, mu ba shi hannuwa. Gashi ya iso, mu ba shi hannuwa. Kayan ayyuka, gwanin sha'awa. Kayan ayyuka, gwanin sha'awa. Gashi ya shigo, mu buɗe kunnuwa. Tunda mun ganai, sako yana zuwa. Angon kuriya, mai farar niya. Aiki da gaskiya, mai tsafta da kwalliya. Shi ya iya, kuma ya shirya. Shi bai karya, aikin shi inkiya. Mun shi ijiya, baya rauniya. Baya hatsariya, baya da launiya. Baya hatsariya, mun kora ingiya. Kuma yan baya, yau gashi ya tsaya.
I feel delighted to stand here today to deliver the welcome address on the occasion of the inauguration of Angaya School project, which is a pilot scheme that will be inaugurated in 2 other senatorial zones of Zamfara State. I wish to begin by warmly welcoming the Executive Governor of our dear state, His Excellency, the People's Governor, Dauda Lawal, to the ancient town of Gumi for the inauguration of this very important and strategic project, the Angaya School. This project has a multiplier effect of addressing the menace of out-of-school children brought about by the consequences of poverty and banditry. This will therefore bring about the needed social inclusion we so much desire for the development of our society. A special welcome is also extended to our father, the custodian of the Sokoto Caliphate, His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar III. We sincerely appreciate your love and concern as a father. I equally welcome our political and traditional leaders, religious leaders, security chiefs, civil society organizations, and all other important personalities present or ably represented here. Indeed, your presence at this event adds value to the program and what it has set to achieve. Your Excellency, distinguished personalities, permit me to briefly inform you that the entire system of education, which is generally referred to as Makarantar Allo, is an informal type of education which provides basic Quranic education to the Al-Majri, thereby inculcating self-discipline and spiritual growth of individuals and communities. Realizing its tremendous advantages, but coming to terms with its shortcomings, especially of not taking into cognizance the needed vocational skills that will make its graduates self-reliant, is what this administration is set to address. Under the Angaya arrangement we are inaugurating today, we intend to integrate the Islamic component of the scheme with Western education, where subjects like English language, mathematics, social studies, and vocational education will be taught so that the children's spiritual rejuvenation will go side by side with intellectual enhancement and vocational development, so that at the end of the day, the graduates will be products that will become positive members of the societies they belong to. At this juncture, I would like to assure His Excellency and indeed the good people of Zamfara State that as supervising ministry and indeed owner of the project, We shall ensure that we provide the needed monitoring and evaluation of the program so that at the end of the day, we ensure the realization of the objectives of the scheme, which is emancipation of our people, thereby providing social cohesion and mitigating the out-of-school children syndrome. Before I conclude this welcome address, I would like to highlight what this significant edifice consists of as a Daya school. At the ground floor, there are 6 number of classrooms that will accommodate 45 students per classroom. That is a total number of seats for 270 learners. There is 1 staff room, there is 1 director's office, and there are 12 number of toilets. On the first floor, there are 9 rooms with 138 double bunk beds, complete with mattresses, pillows, and bed sheets that will accommodate 270 students. And there are 12 number of toilets at the first floor. On the other side, there is a kitchen, a dining area with cooking pots and all associated utensils complete to ensure proper feeding of the learners in the school. There is also a solar motorized borehole with 6,000 liter capacity water tank and complete water reticulation. There is also solar system, complete lighting only in all the classrooms and dormitory. The solar power is meant to give light to all the spaces with no other things. The school has been faced with a wall that at the gate, the wall is 240 meters tall. There are other items like kettles, which we have about 1,000 kettles. And there are cups, buckets, and drums. At this juncture, let me once again welcome you all to this momentous occasion. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us and also restore the glory of our state and put us back on the scheme of things as started by the government under His Excellency Governor Dauda Lawal. Thank you all and wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Zan yi jawabi na a turanci domin an gaya mun cewa akwai kamfanin sadarwa kamar su channel talabijin da ba su gane Hausa balle Fulatanci. Kuma ina son jawabi na a turanci don kada a zo a ce na ce wani abu wanda ban ce ba wajen ƙoƙarin fassarawa da turanci. Tunda alhamdulillah na ɗaya makaranta na ɗaya turanci kaɗan zan ɗaya turanci. When the governor called me on phone, I was in Abuja about 5 days ago or 6 days ago, requesting me to fix a date for him to come and commission one of the projects he has so much interest in, he put so much interest in, and he put so much in bringing it to reality. I said, I am not a politician. I don't mark 29th May or any anniversary of governor. He said, this school is Angaya school. I said, if it means tomorrow, I will come and do this job because of the importance of this particular project. So the governor gave me only 5-6 days to prepare to come here. And so I had to drive, and I mean drive, from Abuja to Kaduna to Gusau and today to Gumi for this 1-hour program. I'm saying this for you to know how important this project is to us as leaders. We're all aware as Muslims the importance of education. The first word revealed to our most noble leader, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was read. So in Islam, education is very, very important because He who created us Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to worship Him. He created us to worship Him. You cannot worship Allah if you are not educated, if you don't know how to worship Him. So we take education as very, very important in our lives. And that's why we take exception to people who now feel we don't want to educate our children for obvious reasons. And it's not so. We are putting so much effort to ensure that we strengthen our educational strength in both Islamic and Western ways. A project like this is very important because it will not just educate our children in both ways, but will also allow them to have something to do to live a good life without going around begging for food or money. And that's why too we take exception when people say all we do as Muslims is send our children on the streets to beg. Islam prohibits begging. We all know that. So these children going around begging for food, they are not students of any Islamic institution. They are looking for food to eat like any other person. So schools like this are very important because they will take up these children from school, from the streets into the school. And that's why I have to commend the governor, because late last year, just before elections, I was in Gombe. The governor took me to Gombe to commission the same project type, the same Angaya school. So when I heard about this one, I said, well, I went as far as Northeast, why not Northwest? Because we take serious issues about educating our children. And I believe we must continue to do our best. Every governor must put education at the forefront of his administrative work. Because when you are educated, you are equipped to live a good life as a Muslim. We are concerned as Muslims, our children not going to school, and I believe we have to encourage our governors to ensure they build more schools of this type, of this nature, and even this one that's been built, expanded more to take more children off the street into the school, so they are not only being taught, they are also being fed. They are not also being taught and fed, they are also being equipped with knowledge to do something when they do go out of the school. I think it's very important. As the governor, I want to take this opportunity to commend you and all the other governors who have not thought of doing this. Like I said, I've been to Gombe, so I'm waiting for any governor, whatever anybody, I'm ready to go to anywhere to facilitate with the governors and other people of those areas for these projects. We want to encourage you the more, and we want to assure you of our total support and prayer as you leave the Zamfara state and on this part of the world to greater glory. I want to thank all those who are here to support the governor, because you are one big family, or let me say we are one big family, and nobody anywhere will separate us. But we respect one another, we know who we are, and nobody will bring any roadblock, any block of any type to separate us. Education is very important, and I want to commend all of us who put education at the forefront of our activities. Some few days ago, I sent a message to Portugal at the World Summit of Religious Leaders, not only Muslims and Christians, but all religions. I was supposed to be a keynote speaker, but somehow I couldn't make it. So I sent a written speech and somebody read it for me. My theme for that short talk was on education and ignorance. And I remember very well, just so good, I said, all good things come from education, from being educated. And all bad and terrible things come from ignorance. So try to teach and educate our children is our responsibility. And it's also the right of the children to be so educated by the leaders. So this is one other way of coming together to tell the world that look, we mean business and we are very serious in educating our children. And I'm happy this program is being televised live. So no editing. What I have said it openly to the world. And I want to tell John Momo maybe to print some of these speeches like he used so many times, and then we spread it to the world for people to know what we are doing. This is a very excellent work, and I want to thank the governor, the deputy governor, in fact the commissioner too of education, and all those who have a hand one way or the other in executing this project. And I want to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward all of us who have a hand one way or the other, even those who are outside watching, listening, to grant us Al-Jannah for those without hisab. Excellency, we thank you very much. May Allah guide you aright. May Allah give you long life and strength and be healthy to lead the state to his greatest glory. We thank you all and all my brothers and sisters who are here in Gumi. I'm glad to be back to Gumi. Sergeant Gumi is here. I'm home. And after this program, we'll stay some few more hours. So I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. That's why I'm keeping the governor to say, look, that drama presentation is important because it will educate people in another way, not just speeches. But if it's not ready, no problem. So thank you very much. May Allah bless the state. May Allah bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Let me start by welcoming to this occasion our special guest of honor, His Eminence Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar, MNI, CFR, the Sultan of Sokoto, and the President General of the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs. On behalf of the people and government of Zamfara State, I express our most sincere gratitude to honoring this occasion. Your Eminence, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are here to commission this Angaya School in Gumi, a project conceived and executed by our administration as part of the drive to ensure universal basic education for all school-age children across the state. This Angaya education system was the dominant form of education in this part of the world. It is a system through which religious education and values were transmitted to all those who pass through it. Despite the passage of time and the challenges of modern times, the system has remained resilient and continued to run out a person of integrity who in many instances study further to become Islamic scholars and achievers in other chosen endeavors. Considering the significance of the Angaya system to our society, policymakers are desirous of framework where Islamic education, which is the focus of the Angaya system, and Western education can coexist. This aim to give our children knowledge and skills that will help them so that they can fit better into the new scheme. And this will be in Nigeria as well as around the world. Mainstream to the two systems, therefore, is the surest way of bringing more progress to our people and the communities. As a government, we need to do all we can to safeguard the future of our young ones and maximally harness their potential to build a more prosperous state and nation. This is even more critical in these contemporary times when children are exposed to all sorts of hazards, including indoctrination into groups that pose challenges to our communities. The system will therefore mainstream the Arabic schools curricula, integrating them with both Islamic studies as well as Western education. The government has also integrated into the Universal Basic Education Program subjects like English, mathematics, social studies, and vocational education. All these will be taught alongside Islamic education, enhancing the children's skills development in addition to their spiritual well-being. It is also takes cognizance that the Quranic schools have traditionally focused on teaching the Quran, as well as Hadith and jurisprudence over with little emphasis on skill for the prosperity and well-being of the students. This Anglia project, which we are integrating here in Gumi, is a World Bank intervention project through the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC/BESDA. Two other similar projects have been established in Gusau as well as Aurana Moda, representing the three senatorial zones of the state. Government therefore seeks to operation of all stakeholders to make it very functional, thereby serving the purpose of its establishment, which to provide Islamic alongside Western education. As you heard earlier from the Commissioner of Education, this project is comprised of the construction of 9 hostels, teachers' quarters, a perimeter wall, solar-powered electrification boreholes, furniture, teaching and learning facilities, and much more. More importantly, the school has a vocational center where training in carpentry, woodwork, masonry, tailoring, computer appreciation, and cutlery will provide to the learners. This will enable them to practice the skills they acquire and assist them in earning a living. Let me also use this opportunity to call on all to patronize this institution by sending their awards to the school and safeguard the facilities provided. Government will work out an efficient feeding program in this school. After the commission of this project by His Eminence the Sultan, we will proceed to Nasarawa Burkulu to commission the General Hospital, which was upgraded from a primary healthcare center. The newly upgraded facility will provide comprehensive healthcare services such as emergency care, surgical, maternal and child health services. The project executed include the construction of additional structures and the renovation of existing ones, such as an isolation center, mortuary, accident and emergency, theater room, male and female surgical wards, GOPD, laboratory, pharmacy, antenatal care, and pediatrics. Others are administration block, staff quarters, mosque, as well as a borehole. Afterwards, we will proceed to Maritime for an assessment of ongoing renovation of the General Hospital. The project includes the complete repairs of all structures and provision of state-of-the-art facilities to boost its capacity in order to provide effective healthcare service delivery for our people. It may please all present here to know that Zamfara State Government has accordingly named this pioneer institution as Sultan Muhammad Saad Abubakar III Angaya Institute to honor our leader of the Muslim Ummah in Nigeria. It is therefore my honor to now invite His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto and President General of the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, Alhaji Saad Abubakar, CFR, to formally commission the Sultan Muhammad Saad Abubakar III Angaya Institute in Gumi, with all praises to Allah and for the benefits of mankind. I thank you for finding the time to be with us today. In fact, I don't know how to thank you. It's only the Almighty Allah who will reward you for this gesture. Assalamu alaikum. Kamar yadda kuka saurara a harshen Turanci da na yi magana, yau cikin ikon Allah mai kowa mai komi ya kama wannan gari na Gumi mu fara cika muku alƙawuran da muka yi lokacin da muka zo zaɓe da kuka zaɓe mu. Mun yi alƙawari cewa tsaro yana da farko, kuma da ikon Allah muna nan kai, da ikon Allah tsaro zai tabbata a jihar Zamfara da kuma Najeriya baki ɗaya. Mun muku magana kan ilimi. Yau ku sani, idan ba ilimi babu ci gaba. Saboda haka bacin makarantun da muke gyaggyarawa a ko'ina a cikin ƙananan hukumomin nan 14, yau da ikon Allah mun fara da wannan tsangaya. Tsangaya ita ce yadda za a haɗa karatun musulunci da kuma ilimin zamani, wanda yanzu suna tafiya hannu da hannu. Ya kamata yaranmu da suke yawo da suke talla da makamantansu ya zamanto mun shirya su, mun ba su tarbiyya, mun ba su ilimi, yanda nan gaba da ikon Allah za su iya dogara su ci gaba da kansu. Saboda haka waɗannan makarantu na tsangaya da kuka gani, ta Gumi ce ta farko, mun yi guda 3. Akwai ta Gumi, akwai ta cikin garin Gusau, akwai kuma ta uku wadda ita ce a ƙauren na Moda. Wannan tsangaya an yi ta ne da ɗakunan karatu da na malamai da toilet da wurin cin abinci da makamantansu. Sannan 'yan makarantar nan da ikon Allah za mu ciyar da su kuma mu shayar da su. Saboda ka ina kira ga iyaye su yi amfani da wannan dama da Allah ya kawo su sa 'ya'yansu makarantar nan don ci gaban al'umma. Don idan ka ilmantar da yara, to ba ƙaramin nasara ba ne nan gaba, kuma za mu ga amfanin wannan ilimi da ikon Allah. Saboda haka yau ga ma a garin Gumi da ikon Allah, kamar yadda kuka ji mai martaba Sultan ya zo ya halarci wannan wuri, kuma shi ne zai buɗe wannan tsangaya ta farko a wannan yanki namu da ikon Allah. Kuma wannan tsangaya mun sa mata suna Sultan Abubakar Sa'ad III na 3, sunanta kenan. Kuma da ikon Allah yanzu shine zai bude ta, da fatar Allah ya ba mu iko kuma ya cika mana burinmu na taimaka ma al'umma jihar Zamfara da kuma Najeriya baki daya. Saboda haka muna godiya. A kodayaushe ba zan rufe ba sai na yi roƙo ga al'umma kan maganar addu'a na kawo tsaro da zaman lafiya a wannan yanki namu da kuma Najeriya gaba daya. abu ne wanda muka sani babu abin da ya gagari Allah. Idan muka koma gare shi da ikon Allah, wannan matsala ta tsaro da muke fuskanta za ta zama tarihi. Ko muna roƙon Allah duk wanda yake da hannu ko ƙwarar zara ne a kawo wannan tarzoma da rashin lafiya, ubangiji Allah ya mana maganinsa tun nan duniya. Allah ya tona mashi asiri tun yanzu ya fara gani kafin kuma ya haɗu da ubangijin shi. Saboda haka ina godiya ga irin haɗin kai da goyon baya da ake bamu. Allah ya ci gaba da bamu ikon maku gaskiya da ikon Allah. Assalamu alaikum.
Sing the 6th of May 2024. Thank you very much. Next is this work is under administration.
daga baya aka ce za a yi upgrade da zuwa General Hospital. Excellency mun kara additional structure guda 17. In ka ga aiki babu inda aka yi kamar yadda kan nemi cewa mu riƙe amana ta bamu kuma mun sani cewa Allah zai tambaye mu amana. Mun riƙe amana mun yi aiki tsakaninmu da Allah wanda bayan shekara 50 ba mu tunanin wanda yake shi samu matsala. Shirin ka lahiya ta zagaya kowane ward kamin ka zo, ta gani da idanunta, ta ga abubuwan da an ka yi, an gwada mata akwai GOPD, tiyata, accident emergency, gani, ANC, female medical ward, male medical ward, female surgical ward, female medical ward, pediatric, male pediatric, isolation center, mortuary, and other ward. Akwai administrative program, excellency. Sannan akwai 3 bedroom guda biyu, akwai 2 bedroom guda, akwai 4 bedroom self-contained guda 4. Your excellency, akwai lab, akwai x-ray, akwai masallaci, akwai mun fensin din nan ka gani lokacin da ka zo babu. Your excellency, kuma muna son ka ba mu dama lokacin da an gaba da aikin ga initially is 210 million. Your excellency, tsakanina da Allah kuma yin nima alƙawarin cewa zan gama aikin cikin wata 3 na gama shi with abinda an ka bani na triple nashi due to inflation da an samu ko da an ka ba mu aikin asibiti na 3,400 wasu asibiti har 9,000 kuma cikin ikon Allah muka zo muka gama shi. Da excellency muna godiya da karamcin da kai muna godiya da alƙawarin da ka cika. Ban mantawa lokacin da ka zo campaign kai alƙawarin zaka yi general hospital kuma ka cika. Da excellency mun gode da best da excellency muna so a yi interlocking the landscaping general premises matter.
Local government. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is with immense pleasure and profound sense of accomplishment that I stand before you today to welcome His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Dauda Lawal, Nasarawa local government, to commission the upgrading of this primary health center to the status of general hospital. This event marks a significant milestone in our collective journey towards enhancing healthcare accessibility and defines the unwavering commitment of our leadership, optimized by His Excellency Dauda Lawal, Executive Governor of Zamfara State. I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to His Excellency Dauda Lawal for his visionary leadership and unwavering dedication to the health sector. Under your guidance, Excellency, we are making tremendous strides in ensuring that quality healthcare is accessible to all residents of Zamfara State. In response to this declaration, His Excellency is taking proactive measures such as 1. Provision of antenatal care services. 2. Free hospital deliveries and distribution of mama kit so as to reduce the rate of maternal mortality, that is, death during pregnancy and childbirth across our dear state. 3. Renovation and upgrading of health facilities. 4. Provision of affordable healthcare services to the poor and vulnerable population through the state contributory healthcare scheme. 5. Improving the salaries of health workers and other civil servants in the state. 6. Recruitment of more health workforce. 7. Provision of adequate essential drugs to all health facilities across the state, and many more. The upgrading of this primary healthcare center to General Hospital symbolizes His Excellency's commitment to improving health outcomes and promoting wellness within our communities. This facility will now serve as a center for secondary healthcare delivery and providing essential services. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to all stakeholders, healthcare professionals, and community members whose collective effort have contributed to the successful completion of this project. Your dedication and collaboration have been instrumental in turning our vision into reality, and for that we are profoundly grateful. To the residents of Nasarawa local government, I urge you to utilize this hospital as a valuable resource for your health and well-being. Let us work together to ensure its success by utilizing its services responsibly. In conclusion, together let's continue to pray for our dear state and support His Excellency Dr. Dauda Lawal's rescue mission. Thank you all for honoring our invitation, and I wish everybody safe journey back to their respective destinations. Assalamu alaikum.
If you can remember when we came here campaigning, we made some promises to you. Of course, our priority always is security, and we're working on that tirelessly. The second most important is education, followed by healthcare. Remember the second time I came here and saw the primary healthcare at the time, I made a promise that I will upgrade this to a general hospital. Alhamdulillah, today we fulfill that promise. It is a hospital that will serve the people of Bukim State and the neighboring local government. As you can see, the buildings are up to standard. We have also provided equipment that will take care of your healthcare challenges, and we will continue to do more by providing more equipment so that healthcare will be taken care as it should be. Remember, about 2-3 months ago, I declared state of emergency in the area of health sector. When I came here and I saw the condition of the buildings, I was really disappointed, and something needs to be done. And alhamdulillah, I can comfortably say that we have fulfilled our promise to you today. Therefore, I want to thank you for all the support, the cooperation and understanding while, or rather during the construction of this wards, maternity and the rest of it. We are going to do this across all the local governments, inshallah. We have started, and today is the first day we are commissioning this hospital, Nasarawa Burkulu, under Bukuyum local government. You've gone around the building, you've also seen the facilities, and like I said, we will do more, inshallah. I therefore want to thank everyone that contributed toward the success of this upgrade from primary health care to a proper hospital in Nasarawa Burkulu, and this will also serve all the people around here as well as Bakura local government. Whatever we promise you under this regime, inshallah, we will fulfill all the promises. This is hospital, and I'm sure if you go around your school, you have seen what we're doing to all the primary schools as well as secondary schools. This is the aim of this government, and this is the dividend of democracy. May Allah continue to help us to serve you better. Thank you. Kamar yadda ne muku alkawari lokacin da muke fafutukan neman wannan mulki da kuma Allah ya ba mu shi, na yi muku alkawarin cewa zan gyara asibitin wanda yake karamin asibiti ne, mu daga mahimmancin shi ya zama tutuwa ya zama general hospital. Alhamdulillah, yau cikin wannan shekara mun zo nan gari na Nasarawa kuma mun cika wannan alƙawarin da muke maka. Ko ga naune ba jiyo ba. Kun gani kamar da muke alƙawari, Allah kuma ya ba mu ikon mun cika wannan alƙawari da muka yi maka. Wannan somin taɓi ne. Wannan asibiti da muka gina za mu tabbatar da ikon Allah cewa an kawo magunguna wanda zai taimaka ma al'umma. Za mu tabbatar da cewa an kawo likitoci da nurses wanda za su duba kiwon lafiya a wannan yanki. Abu ne wanda za mu ci da shi, insha Allah. Kamar yadda muke gaya muku, mun zo ne ceton al'umma, ba neman dukiya muka zo, dukiya Allah ya ba mu. Alhamdulillah. Saboda haka yanzu amfanin mulki shine ka yi abin da ya kamata, kuma mun fara. Kafin rufe wannan taro, ina ƙara roƙonku, kun san matsalar tsaro da muke fama da shi. Muna bakin ƙoƙarinmu, Allah ya sani, kuma mun kai kukanmu ga Allah. Mun yi imani Allah zai shigo cikin wannan al'amari. Saboda haka muna bara addu'a a wajen ku. Muna roƙon Allah, duk wani wanda yake da hannu da ake ta'addanci, Ubangiji Allah ka nuna mana shi Allah ka wulakanta shi, Allah ka kace-kace da shi, Allah ka tona mashi asiri, kowane ne ka. Saboda haka mu ci gaba da addu'a. In Allah ya yarda, tsaron nan zai zama tarihi nan insha Allah. Saboda haka muna godiya, kuma a gaskiya na yi murna, na yi farin ciki. Shi wanda ya yi wannan aiki naku ne, kuma yana kishin ku. Sai mai kishi ne zai zo irin wannan ayyukan da aka yi ma muna mashi godiya kuma muna roƙo ya rike amana kamar yadda muka bashi wannan amana. Duk abubuwan da muka ce za mu yi muna yi, fatan mu shine Allah ya ci gaba da ba mu nasara mu yi muku gaskiya. Assalamu
manuni ya kai ta nuna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
gwamna ka nuna amana
ga rawar dodon koɗi
mai gidan jibiti gamna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
mai gidan ahmad yandiya
ga rawar dodon koɗi
mai gidan lugga dauna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
zama da waje bayyana
ga rawar dodon koɗi
na manzar haidar saura
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
gurban ya hayya yayi
ga rawar dodon koɗi
na musa wallaha zaki
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
na gajiyar ji gamna
ga rawar dodon koɗi
yan kabiru lawal gamna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
ga na taso shinkafi
ga rawar dodon koɗi
na sifika barzon gamna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
dan majalisu na murna
ga rawar dodon koɗi
kwamishinona na murna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
al'ummomi na murna
ga rawar dodon koɗi
ciyamomin fati na murna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
yan siyasa na murna
ga rawar dodon koɗi
ga talakawa murna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
masu kuɗi na murna
ga rawar dodon koɗi
maza da mata na murna
ya ji kayi ya faɗi
kowa da kowa na